All right, we live, Lauren. We are officially live and direct, ready to make it happen, man. So, real quick. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 9450 code name WBB March Madness edition, actually. And I'm here with Lauren. Hey, Lauren, what's going on? How you doing? Talk to me. What's up with you? How you doing? You're not even at home. You're outside on the West Coast. What's going on?
I'm on the West Coast, as some people call the best coast. I don't know, but I'm always down to hop on the podcast and talk basketball. We have an exciting guest. We had Selection Sunday last night, so it was just a good time, especially for the women's basketball game.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like this is our biggest podcast, man, to date, because fresh off the big win against Howard University, we have none other than the MEAC Player of the Year, Mrs. 20 and 15 herself, Kierra Mimi Wheeler in the building. Mimi, what's going on? How you doing? Nice to meet you. And shout outs also to Capture Sports Agency. This is a collab with them as well. So what's going on, Mimi? How you doing? What's up?
Hey, I'm so happy to be here. Thank y'all for having me today. I'm just having a good day for real. Fresh off the championship, still happy, still excited.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. So we're just gonna hop right in. Explain to us your basketball journey and just how you kind of got started and when you realized like, hey, I'm pretty good enough to play at the collegiate level.
So I started very young. My sisters before me played basketball. My mom played basketball, so we are a basketball family. My oldest sister, she used to go to Alcorn, and that's what really inspired me to go HBCU, because she played for Alcorn for 2 years at her college career. So my basketball journey has really been like a struggle. I was in high school and I was pretty good, but that's when COVID hit. My junior year is when COVID hit. So it was like all these girls are getting an extra year. I didn't get the same junior year exposure as anybody else would get. So that's when I ended up going JUCO at Daytona State. And then from there, my numbers were decent, and like I was trying to debate if I should just take the risk of being a freshman and just leaving JUCO right away, or stay another year and see what I can get. And I decided to take the risk because I thought I was good enough to play more than just be a JUCO kid, and that's how I ended up at Norfolk State.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, your work ethic is elite. You definitely had a great career at Daytona State, first team all conference, average a double, and then now you move on to Norfolk State, where you're at right now. Just going from there to being conference player of the year in the MEAC. Dancing twice in a row in the NCAA tournament. Like, tell me about your work ethic and what has this fire underneath you to be so great.
When I was really me deciding who I wanted to be and what I wanted to do in my life. So I wouldn't say I always had the best work ethic coming out of high school. Even my freshman year, it shocked me how much that I really needed to put in the time to be a better player. I mean, I had the talent, but what people don't tell you when you come into college is you can have all the talent in the world, but with no work, it means nothing. So from there, I kind of just went up. My JUCO year, I think nobody really knows this, but my JUCO year, I started at my freshman year, I was about almost 300 pounds. I was a heavy girl, and I didn't look that way, but I have a lot of muscle. So from there, my JUCO year, by the end of my JUCO year, I was down like 260. At the end of last year, I was down, I think I was down like 240. And then this year I went to 210. So I really just put like a lot of time to my body to really I just dedicated myself to this game because this is what I wanted to do.
Now with losing the weight and stuff, is it mainly are you focusing on nutrition, or is it just a different workout regimen? What are you really focusing on to, really tap in on your body because that's a significant amount of weight that, that was lost. And it's not something, I'm glad you said it's not something that happens overnight. Like you have to put the work in order to see those kind of results. So did you lose the weight mainly from like a nutritional standpoint, eating better and stuff like that? Or was it mainly just working out?
It was mainly working out. I mean, nutritionally, when I was a kid, I mean, I still am young, but I was just eating junk. I didn't like no vegetables. So it is the big part of nutrition. I don't really do like a lot of fried foods anymore. I'm not a chip type of person. I try to get my protein in, my grains in. So I kind of just cut out a lot of junk. I mean, I treat myself from here and there, but it was really my workout regimen. Like in preseason, I was waking up, I was going to the gym, and then we would have conditioning, we would have weights, and then after conditioning weights, I'm going to the gym for another hour just to, I really get my body right. And from there, it kind of took off. Once I seen like the changes, because it's hard to keep up when you don't see changes, but like the changes really like shocked me. Once everybody like, oh, Mimi, I'm noticing something, I'm like, okay, keep going harder, because like all of this is going to be worth it in the end.
Listen, that's awesome. And because I played the power forward position like my entire career, and I came in as a freshman at like 293, and I'm only 6'3.5", 6'4", and stuff. So I definitely understand the work it takes, like, because you do see that difference and everything from like your wind and your jumping and everything like that. It's just amazing to see that, someone like you putting in that work, putting in that hard work. Because let me ask you a question too as well. Mm-hmm. Did kind of like meeting, Dawn Staley after that game last year, like kind of inspired you even more to even get in better shape and everything? Because obviously, having somebody like that and the way that you played that game against South Carolina versus Aaliyah Boston and going up against that WNBA level type player, all-star, did it kind of like motivate you like, yo, I could play on that next level too?
Definitely, for sure. After that game, really after the whole season, I just kind of reevaluated everything, and I'm like, I'm a humble person, honestly. My teammates always try to build me up, and I love them for that. But when I was like seeing Dawn Staley, I'm looking at the numbers. I'm like, you're good enough to play at a professional level, but you got to move as if you want to do the same. So from there, it kind of really just motivated me. I mean, after us winning the MEAC, that was new heights for us, but I knew like the next year is going to be bigger expectations. So I didn't really give myself the summer to just sit around or mope around. I just knew from that moment that I would have to prepare.
Yeah.
For young kids that's listening that want to be, a collegiate athlete, what's the biggest advice you would give them about being a student athlete? And what's been the hardest part about it, in your opinion?
The advice I would give them is to buy in on yourself. And a lot of people don't tell you, like, this is a business. And they could tell you, like, come to my school. Oh, we love you. But at the end of the day, it's a business. This coach is trying to keep their job. This program is trying to collect money. Like, so when you buy into yourself, when you're dedicated, then that's when results will come. And whenever you're choosing your school or you're choosing to go to the next level, make sure you choose a place that's willing to buy in with you, not just yourself, but knowing that the coach is willing to buy in, y'all have the same kind of standards for yourself as you do with the coach.
Yeah, no, definitely understand that. So like, what do you love most about being a part of NSU? Like, what's like your favorite part of this whole journey?
Them being my family. So when I was a JUCO, my coach always told me about the business part of everything, but at Norfolk State, like, the support is there, the love is there. Me and my teammates, we're so close. Like, I've never been on a team where I genuinely like every girl, because we're girls. Things happen and a lot of things are said, but I can say for every single last one of these girls that I respect and love them, and that we're building a culture here. Like, I'm telling Coach LB, like, I want to build a family here. I want to be able to build that green and gold brand and tell people my experience and what they really brought me in here from across the country and make me feel at home.
Hello.
Did you always know that you wanted to go to a HBCU?
Not at first. Like I said, in the beginning, my sister went to a school, HBCU, but Alcorn wasn't the best when it came to like handling her academics and like making sure that everything was right with like her dorm. Like, I seen the ins and outs of how the family part of HBCU came, but also of like how the struggle part of HBCU is. So it was a decision for me to make. But at the end of the day, when I talk to my mom, I always want to be surrounded by people that look like me and just support them from there. I think that's very important. Like seeing people that look like me do the things that I want to do that motivate me to be able to be like, okay, I can do this, or I can make connections here. It's not always about the higher ups, because at the end of the day, we got to have each other back.
Yeah, definitely. So, like your relationship on the court with Diamond Johnson, who's also been on this podcast as well. I think she was on our 100th episode. Like your relationship with her has been like really remarkable. Like, what's your immediate reaction when you found out like she was transferring to your school, and how quickly did your chemistry, blossom once y'all shared the court together?
So when I found out that she was about to come here, I was on vacation and my teammates was blowing up my phone. I'm like, chat on DND, bye. So it was a good minute before I actually realized. Then they're like, Diamond's coming. But I'm not from the area. So I'm like, Diamond who? So I'm like, Diamond. I'm like, oh, like I seen it. Okay, I didn't see her before. I'm like, Diamond's coming. I'm like, so I called Coach LV because he told us nothing about the recruiting. I called Coach LV. I'm like, how you pull that one off? He was like, man, get off my phone, do this, you're a new teammate, introduce yourself. And kind of from there, me and Diamond's relationship really happened naturally. It really came by us getting in the gym together and just being around all the time. So those days that I was in the gym before and after, so was she. Late nights, we just getting shots up, or early mornings, we just getting shots up. She lives very close by me, so she grabbing me in the morning, I'm coming to get her. It's like, it's really, that's how we built our relationship from the very beginning, was off like our work ethic. So from there, when I see somebody that's buying just as much as I do, it's easier to be on the floor with her regardless of anything. I know she feel the same as me. She want to win just as bad as me. She want to prosper just as bad as me, and she support me as much as I support her. So everything with Dime has always been genuine from the very beginning, and I love that she's here and we built that relationship.
Yeah, she seems like a real genuine person. Mm-hmm. Like when we spoke to her, we had an amazing conversation and everything with her like that. But yeah, so let's talk about this game real quick. This MEAC championship game, y'all won 51-46. You had 20-15, and it was close all the way through until like the last couple of minutes. Like, so like just take us through it, and like the relentlessness like you played with the entire game. Like you just did not want to lose. Take us through that and those emotions.
Even though we had like the first two games was a blowout, I knew that between us and Howard, it's always been a dogfight. So yes. I just told my teammates, like, no matter what, at the end of this, we got to come out on top. Like, it's going to be us against everybody. Like, even the coaches, we got to stick together because they're not on the floor, we are. So from there, it was kind of like the first quarter was smooth. I mean, we was up like I think 2 at the half. And the third quarter, I remember I got subbed out because I'm a girl. I want to play. If I could play 40 minutes, I want to play 40 minutes. I don't like to come off the floor at all. So even my coach be having to tell me, like, relax, I'm going to get you back in. Just take a breath. You reevaluate, because I had a lot of double teams come in. And I just really needed to see the floor and, take a second to realize my situation and what I needed to do. So the third quarter, he pulled me out. And I think they went up like 3 or 5. So then fourth quarter, we're down like 5 at the very beginning with 9 something left. And I kind of bring my team together and I'm like, y'all feel that feeling? Y'all feel how your heart dropping a little bit? I say you got to use that as motivation to keep going. I said, it was never going to be easy. Nothing we did this year have been easy. Not one thing we did this year been easy, with the traveling, with the conditioning. From the very beginning, it hasn't been easy. So this is nothing we can't come back from. I don't want nobody to hold their head down. And that's exactly what we did. That fourth quarter, we thrived. Even through our mistakes, like my team's defense was amazing that quarter. And we were all on a loop. We were all connected. And we were all rebounding hard. Like one time I'm jumping in for the rebound. I'm like, oh, that's my teammate. Then another one, that's my teammate again. I found myself watching because they were going so hard for the ball. And I could tell how bad they wanted it. And it was just really an amazing feeling.
No, that's dope. That's dope. It sounds like you're like the emotional leader and just leader in general. So how do you kind of help the team settle down and face these like championship games, or like so for the conference finals, and then even moving forward to the the NCAA tournament? How do you kind of keep them even keel and just, not let them press so hard and let the game come to them?
Well, I like that you said an emotional leader, because I'm definitely an emotional leader when it comes to and from the beginning of the year, I wasn't the best leader in ways of my communication. I'm pretty, I like to be pretty even, and then something would happen and I would kind of be like, oh, da, da, da. And they was telling me like, you gotta chill out. Some things don't work for other people. And I feel like from the beginning of the tournament, like I was really like, okay, my team needs me to lead them in a certain kind of way. So that's when I became like more chill. Even when I'm riled up, my upperclassmen like Nia Fields, McCoy Diawara, Crystal, they kind of know me on a personal level. So when it comes to my emotions, they're like, all right, chill. Like we got your back on that part. But when it came to just letting my team know that I'm here for them, it was really easy because they've been there for me all year. When it came just to stepping into my leadership role on and off the court.
Yeah, and that's paramount, man, to really have that type of, team bonding and everything like that, because or else y'all wouldn't be in this position and stuff. So like, speaking of it, y'all made it to the big dance, as a 15 seed going up against the number 2 seed Stanford, and y'all not the average 15 seed, all right? Y'all riding a 15-game win streak. I think the last time y'all lost was to Howard back in January and everything. So like, talk to me about your chances. Like how do y'all feel about going into this game?
I think everybody loves an underdog story. It's March, anything can happen, and honestly, my team, we've been dreaming about this. I mean, we had a lot of goals throughout the season. One of them was, of course, winning the MEAC, and another one was to steal a win, to make people know that we're here. So we're in the gym right now. I mean, today I've seen my team connected and just getting shots up. Like everybody's really dedicated, and we're really down. I mean, we've been locked in all year, but everybody's on the same page. Everybody's moving the same beat, and we're really just dialed in because if we can get us one, we trying to get us one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm loving this matchup against with you and Cameron Brink. To be honest, everybody know who she is. All-American, this, that, and the other, and also no slouch in any right. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you're elite, just as elite as these top forwards and stuff. So like personally, inside of you, that fire. Like, how much are you looking forward to this matchup with her?
I'm very excited. I mean, of course, everybody's heard about Cameron Brink. I mean, she drops double doubles just like me. She's a big shot blocker, and I'm just happy to see, like, I never played on the West Coast before, so I want to see like the type of defensive intensity that we're allowed to bring, and like I'm ready to bang, honestly, because a lot of it. In the MEAC, you can do a little something, but I know, like, if I'm going up against 6'6", 6'4", they don't mind if I'm putting my head down and getting to the rim, because that's what they're taught to do as well.
Yeah. And that's my always advice when playing against a taller player is to just, make it uncomfortable for them, do your work early, wherever you meet her at, that just fight it out right there and everything. Cause I feel like that you have the, she has the height, but I feel like you have the more strength and stuff. I think that it'd be like a different type of mix up for her because you're a really physical player and stuff. So I say, hey, listen, that's what you got to hang your hat on, regardless of however this game go. You just got to stay physical with her and make her uncomfortable and everything, and go at her chest and stuff. Go ahead, Lo.
I think it's just a great opportunity for you as well because, like you said, all eyes is going to be on Stanford, and are they able to close the deal and beat you guys? So with more eyes on you, then more national attention as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good opportunity. Do you think that last year's tourney experience will help, going into this year?
Oh, for sure. I mean, when you're facing a team like South Carolina, the most you could, nobody expected us to win in the first place. So going up against them, there was no fear, there was no hesitation. It was just going all out because we didn't have anything to lose. So I think this year, even though people say we have nothing to lose, we do have something to lose. Like this is our chance to prove like what we've been trying to tell people for a long time, to watch Norfolk State, to watch out for HBCU sports, to show them like we deserve a chance just as much as anybody else. So I'm excited to be on the big stage just to display our talents, just to let them know like we here to stay. We're not nobody that could be pushed over or rolled over at any time.
Right, for sure. And just another question about that. How do you specifically handle pressure? A lot of people handle it differently. So I'm just curious to see, like, how do you address or handle pressure? And then, in your career so far, what do you think has been the most pressured situation you've been under?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how I handle pressure is really, I try to ignore all the outside noise at most times. Like a lot of people make comments about us or even about me or my skill set, and good or bad, I just want to remain what I want to keep remaining what I feel about like myself and what I've been worked on. I believe that the work shows. So it's hard for me to doubt myself when it was days where I was in the gym, that I was working for it, that I was doubting myself, missing shot after shot, but I still kept moving. So it's not, the pressure doesn't get to me because I don't let it. I don't think about the pressure. I think about the end goal every time. I just think about the end goal.
Shoot, that's a great way of going about it and stuff. Who are your role models and mentors in basketball, and like how they have influenced your game, your development?
One of my mentors she used to play for Norfolk State. Her name is Kayla. Why can't I think of her? I call her Coach K, and now I can't remember her last name. I'm a nickname person, but she brought me in here. I think she holds the records for most rebounds at Norfolk State. Before me, I think it was a game where she had like 26 and 20 and 28. I mean, so she was an absolute dog, but nobody knows her name. And I feel bad for that. But she told me like that she living through me, and that she wanted to see me keep going. Like she's so glad that I'm getting all this attention because this is what I deserve. So she has really stepped in and really took me last year, came in the gym with me, let me know like I put all my money on you, when she told Coach LV that we needed me. And that's exactly what she did. She just instilled a lot of confidence and motivation into me.
And go ahead, Lo. Go ahead. You got it.
You mentioned earlier that excuse me, one of your goals was to, possibly make it to the WNBA. So when did you start watching the W, and when did you realize like I really have a shot to make it to this league one day?
Watching the W, I've been watching W for a long time. Like I said, we're a basketball family, and then I had the Lynx as my home team, Minnesota. So I got to watch Maya Moore. I got to watch Simone Augustus, Lindsay Whalen. Like I got to watch that whole era close and personal. So seeing them play in front of me, I've always wanted to like be on the big stage. I've always wanted to be somebody just like them, because they had a lot like going against them, but the support we had for the Lynx in the city was crazy. Like we all loved them, and we wish like nationally they got the support, but city-wise everybody loved the Lynx. We was at one time they was hating on the Timberwolves and they was loving the Lynx.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So I guess it's easier to say that Maya Moore is your GOAT then.
For sure.
For sure.
100% for sure. She's my GOAT.
Like, how much does she mean to Minnesota basketball?
She means a lot. I think she kind of brought the city together in the sense of just like we didn't really have. We had the Twins. We had but we didn't have like a main sport like downtown. When it came to the basketball part, downtown was very like big. So it was many days where like the Target Center was packed because of Maya, and like even outside of what she did, she still came and like talked to like the young kids like before she came down and really like talked to us. It was this she used to come to this place called the YWCA. It's like it's basically the women's version of the YMCA. And she would come up to her, Simone Augustus, they would all come up there and just like hoop and talk to people. And I got to witness that. It was like a little league up there. It wasn't a pro league, but just some overseas players would come and just get a workout in, and they would be there as well. And just they would never like act too good or nothing. They always like instill words into us and show support.
That's dope. I think that especially when you meet people that were once your idols, it's good to know that they're actually good people in real life. It's nothing worse than idolizing someone and then you actually meet them in real life and they're like an ass, So it's dope to hear that they are also good people outside of the court. So another question: if you were constructing your own WNBA team, Give me your starting 5, and it can be past or present players.
That's tough. Okay.
Ooh.
Offer it Maya Moore, Asia Wilson. Who's gonna be my PG? Dang, who's gonna be my PG? Let me think. I gotta think about that. Okay, Maya Moore, Asia Wilson. I gotta go with big. I love Brittany Griner. I do. That's my girl. I'm taking her out. I'm sorry. As a, I gotta go with Sylvia Fowles. My bad. That was
okay.
I gotta get my girl Sylvia in there. And then I don't know who I want for a PG. I'm gonna bring. I love Chelsea Gray too. I can't leave her out.
Chelsea's a dog.
Like, I be trying to contemplate with the past and the present, but the present really got me.
Right.
So who I got Asia Wilson. I got Maya Moore. I got Chelsea Gray. I got Sylvia Fowles, and I need me one more.
You better hope Cheryl Swoops ain't watching right now.
Oh, they might get me. If I had to go one more player, I'm gonna go Lisa Leslie.
Okay.
You're going with a big lineup then. Okay, I see you.
Yeah. I'm pro big because I think that Chelsea Gray and Maya can handle all the front, the backcourt action.
That's interesting. I like that. I like that right there. That's a good one. That's a good one. Anything else you want to add, Laura?
Yeah. Who would you in the W right now, or even previously? Who would you say your game models?
That's a good question. My game models. Hey, y'all hitting me with some good ones.
Take your time.
I can't say for sure. I would.
Just let everybody know you one of one. There's only one. There's only one. But I do kind of see if I wanted to say, keep in Minnesota, Rebecca Brunson. I see a lot of that with you. Especially on that offensive glass and everything, and that defensive glass and stuff like that. I do see that. A lot.
That's a compliment. Rebecca doesn't get the credit that she deserves. She was a dog.
For sure. I think it's a lot of undergoing talent that people have long careers in WNBA or very good careers in WNBA, but they don't get that kind of shine that they deserve.
Because all the fans is born the same year you was born. All the fans today, That's I'm born in '82, so I got to see it from the start until to where it's at now. So there's just a lot of young new fans and stuff. And finally, as before we get out of here, how do you feel about the growth of women's basketball? Just basically, I think that we started covering it when you probably just first came in, while you was in junior college and stuff. So from then to now, how big it is now, it's projected to bring in more money than the men's. They was looking at the Final Four ticket prices and stuff. It looked like it's going to bring in more money than the men. So, how do you feel about the growth of the game?
I absolutely love it. It's about time, honestly, and I'm just excited to see this is a big opportunity for women's basketball, especially in this March Madness moment, for us to capitalize off of all the media coverage and everything, because this is what it's been deserving. I mean, the men's basketball is just as good as women, if not better. And I feel like now people are seeing the excitement that we've been bringing for a long time. So I hope that that is not a phase for them, that it continues to grow and it continues to flourish, because this is a community that we're building, honestly. And I'm just excited to see all the new supporters and all the haters be shut.
Absolutely.
I hate seeing people in the comments oh, she did a regular layup, but half of y'all can't do a regular layup. So.
Period. They can't make a left hand layup.
Thank you.
And they got the most to say. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Out there shooting like Amina El Hassan right now, man.
Right.
But a lot of them they've been silenced because people are watching women's basketball, and
they definitely are.
See what's next?
Absolutely. There's been I just got 2 more questions. There's been a lot of talk about expanding the teams in the WNBA. Where would you like to see a new team in which city?
truly don't understand why there's not a team in Florida. I feel like there's a lot of hoopers in Florida, and there could be a lot of money in Florida if they tried. And then I also feel like Houston, I know we got the Dallas Wings, but Houston's a big city, so I feel like that would also be a good city to like get a lot of support of women's basketball.
Absolutely, especially from the Houston Comets dynasty. So Houston has to get another team. I agree. And last question for me: what part of your game do you think you need to work on before transitioning to the next level? Like, I know you still have another year left, but what are you going to continue to work on in the off season and just as you prepare to try to enter the WNBA?
Definitely the three. I want to expand my game, so like I'm not easily double teamed. People I have to bring them out. I shoot the three. Me and my coach talk about. I shoot the three when it comes to like getting reps up and stuff. But I want to get more comfortable within the next year of just pulling in the game with unconsciously. Nothing to think about. I would also like to work on my handles as well. I mean, I bring the ball up the floor occasionally, or I can make the right pass. But I want to be able to like really have the ball on a string enough for me to kind of be a better finesse forward.
And finally, we're gonna close it out right here. Coach Vickers, man, like how much has he meant to you? We didn't even get to touch on him yet, but yeah, how much has he meant to you in your career so far?
I love Coach LV. He is one of the best coaches that I think somebody can play for. He's very honest. He's a hardworking, and he sees the potential in you, and he pushes you to every limit because he sees what you can be, and he's very upfront about it. And he comes in every day like ready to work, and he gets on us. But I appreciate everything that he really instilled in me, and that's also basketball IQ wise. We sit down and watch film, and he shows me. I could be watching something, and he's looking at something completely different, and he shows me. He says, "Okay, this is what do you see?" And he says, "This is what I see," and I love that because it's all about elevating the game. And I'm a person that loves to watch film and to keep moving my game up, and I think it's important for him to like break down certain things that I haven't seen yet.
Absolutely. Can't hear you. Technical difficulties.
Okay.
But, yes. I love that.
There you go.
You good? Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Listen, before you go, I just wanted to also say congratulations about having 1,000 career points.
Thank you.
That's not easy to do, and doing it, this early in your career is very commendable. Yes. Did you need anything else, DA?
No, that's it. That's all I gotta say, man. Just thankful for you tapping in with us. We really appreciate it and everything like that. And good luck this week. And we're rooting for you. We pulling for you. Listen, I'm going on record right now and saying that I'm going for Norfolk State with the upset.
Right.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going for it. So you see my bracket. I'm going for it.
Yeah, right. They heard it here first.
They heard it first, yo. So just go out there, play your best basketball. This is what you wanted. This is what you strive for as a kid. So might as well just go ahead, be great, leave it all on the floor. Don't be like, hey, I come off the floor and you come off the floor tired. Like just leave it all right there. That's the best advice I can give you. Thank you again for joining us, and looking forward to talking to you soon.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right. Yeah. So that was Mimi Wheeler. Great episode. I guess we could continue for a little bit, Lauren. I guess we can continue for a second, dope show. I'm excited to see how this NCAA tournament is going to be. Seems like there's a lot of eyes on it from like I said earlier, with the money is being a lot more investment and stuff. I hope the workout facilities is good because we've seen that before when they had some crazy facilities, but I think that is different now. So like real quick before we get out of here, like what are your thoughts on this tournament?
I thought that, of course, Selection Sunday was yesterday. I think that Iowa has the hardest bracket. They have to, of course, get through LSU and UCLA. Am I missing someone? I can't think of the other person on the bracket, but yeah, I feel like they definitely have the hardest bracket out of all the regions. So it'll be interesting. I don't have them going to the Final Four, and I'll say it here first. I think that they're going to get upset. But yeah, what do you think? Who do you think has the hardest side of the bracket?
Yeah, I think everybody was saying because LSU's in that bracket too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a dogfight, man. The committee, it had to be hell for one bracket. It's always like that, So I just feel like this is gonna be a great dogfight. But man, and they got UCLA in there too, right?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
That's what you just said. Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be crazy. It's going to be. It's going to be interesting to see how it's going to pan out and stuff. Like, is it an easy ride for South Carolina to get back to glory? You know what I mean? What's going on with the committee?
They still got to play Notre Dame.
Ooh, that's going to be a tough one too.
But their freshman one of their freshmen just got tore ACL. So
from Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So she's out for the season.
Wow. But that'll be what would they meet? Sweet 16 or something like that, right? That'll be a great matchup to see Raven Johnson against Hannah Hidalgo, Mwaja Fuali coming off the bench against that. That's a lot of pressure on defense right there. That's different. Somebody that's going to be.
Notre Dame got to get past Ole Miss first. That's going to be a good game too.
It's going to be a good one too, man. Listen, let me tell you something. I absolutely love Coach Yo. Okay. I feel like, and I said this on Twitter before, it's time for one of y'all top 5 recruits to go get coached by Coach Yo. She deserves it, man. It's time. That coach loves basketball. She loves teaching and everything. I just like how intense she is on the court and how her players just totally buy in and things. It's time for one of y'all 5-star players to stop being scared, go down to Ole Miss and compete. That's how I feel. I feel like that'll be. That's what I feel like that's missing from her program is, those type of plays. Even though not saying that her players is not good, her players is great. But, of course you want a 5-star, top 5 recruit, top recruit or whatever, I would love to see Sarah Strong go there, but we all know where she's going. She's going to UConn. She's going to UConn. But other than that, how's your day and stuff like that? How you doing? How's everything?
Everything's good. Like you said earlier, I'm on the West Coast. I'm in LA. So I might catch a Lakers game tonight. Clearly, I haven't even bought the tickets, but I was just waiting to the last minute to see if I actually wanted to spend money on them.
Oh, you're gonna be hurt today, then.
Exactly, because I don't even know if Anthony. I mean, they play the Hawks, but any team is better than us at this point. So.
I think I get that one. They'll show up for you. They'll see you in there and stuff, and everything. And they'll show up.
In there yelling explicit.
Yeah, exactly. What are y'all doing? I spend my money.
Yeah. Get your hands on your pocket.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yo, you wild for that. You seen that? Before we go, really, you seen JJ Redick and LeBron James collabing on a podcast together?
I saw that. Saw that.
I'm excited about that. I can't wait to see how this is going to go. They're finally going to talk basketball, just like how we love basketball that we talked about. Yeah. I seen a little clip and I was like, yeah, they're about to go in. It's going to be different.
I don't have the time to do all of these things,
because you see, podcast is going to be a $150 billion business by 2030. It's been growing. It's been at like 8% growth every year. So yeah, it might as well.
I thought he would be more interested in doing that when his career was over.
Yeah, I mean, listen, his career is basically over.
Not when you averaging 26, 8, and 8. Your career.
I know, right? It's crazy, right? I know. Yeah. But I'm really excited to see it because it's just a different type of basketball talk that I've been wanting to hear from NBA players on podcasts and stuff like that. So to have them on there, it's going to be dope. They say they got no sponsors, they don't got no ads, no nothing. They just starting from organic and stuff like that. So I feel like that's the way to go. I like that. I like that, yo. But we're gonna get out of here.
Wait. Before we go, give me your Final Four predictions for the women.
Oh, can we do that on another podcast? No, we got a whole different podcast to talk about. This is just an emergency one right here because we want to go get this one back. But all right, Final Four. I actually got to look and see, man, because it is easy to just throw some names out there, whatever. But I feel like South Carolina. I feel like South Carolina. I feel like LSU. I feel like it's gonna be. I gotta see the other two. To be honest, I gotta see the other ones. Because I really want to see LSU and South Carolina in the finals because it's time to everybody to just let everybody know what's up. You know what I'm saying? The Two top teams got to go at it. Now, I am surprised that Texas did get a number 1 seed. I didn't think that that they was a number 1 seed, so I was very surprised to see that. I didn't, we didn't really follow every team in college basketball, so to see them, because every time I saw them, they was always like not playing up to their level and stuff. So to see them get a number 1 seed is actually quite surprising.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get out of here, man.
Yeah, we'll elaborate more in the next episode then.
Yeah, definitely. So don't forget to follow us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it on the screen, on Twitter at the 9450, on Instagram at the 9450_, TikTok, same thing, 9450_, and on YouTube at the 9450. Myself, you can find me at the Artest Effect everywhere, and Lolo Bike on Twitter as well. We out of here. Y'all be safe. Love is love. Peace.